in your face. Look in your face. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
That's right. Okay, that's enough of that. Now I gotta fix the chat again. I guess this is gonna be something I have to do every time. Every stinking time I'm gonna have to do this. It used to just work, you know, one to the next, but now, not so much. So it just keeps saying chat's disabled. Son of a bitch. I love starting these every fucking time with having to fix the chat. It's just my favorite thing. Let's see. Yep. That's fine. Hit okay for that. I just get like a little miniature chat is disabled for this live stream. God damn it. God damn it. I hate this shit. Let's see. Yeah, Paul, I know, dude. Just boomer things. Well, fuck. It doesn't really work without chat. You know, you got to fix the chat. We've got to figure out the chat for sure. What about this one? Will this chat work? No. Not so much. I know. Just sucks. Like, it used to just, you know, every time I did a stream, it would just stay the way it was. But now, every time I do a stream, it's this bullshit. What's a dude supposed to do? Let's see. What if... Because it needs all this bullshit, too. Is there like some little button that I'm missing? Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Shut down source. Refresh cache of current page? Hey, maybe that'll do it. Why would that do it? Why would that do it? Unbelievable. Un-fucking believable. Refresh the cache again. Keep refreshing the cache. Let's see. If I take this, copy it, say okay. Do this. Yo, just watched Mandy for the first time, and it might be one of my favorite movies of the decade. Oh yeah, dude, Mandy's great. Yeah, I saw Mandy a couple of times. Watched it once, and then the next day I had to watch it again. Very rare for me to want to watch a movie back to back like that. So definitely happy with that. Let's see, properties. I can go in here, paste all the new properties and shit, and hit OK. Dude, I don't know. I don't even remember how I fixed this last time, to be honest with you. Just a pain in the ass. Just a pain in the ass. Still thinking about Joker, and I saw it like 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, goddamn. Let's see. What if I did this? Yeah, that's still got chat in it. God damn it. I hate this stupid shit. Why can't shit just fucking work? Why does nothing ever work? Just every day. This is my life. This is my life. Nothing works. I could bring this over here. that looks great. Why doesn't this old chat just work? Let's see, properties. Let me see what's different between these two. Maybe that'll help. Nothing. Nothing's different. Not a damn thing is different. If I grab this and take it down over here. What do you think about that? Chat is not disabled for this live stream. I can guarantee you it isn't. I guarantee you it isn't. Where's the hangover guy looking at the piece of paper meme when you need it? I don't know. I don't know. Did you know Joker is now the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time? Cool. Cool. Yeah, that's good. That's good news. Oh, why? See, the fucked up thing is I can't even really like work on this before starting the show because I can't, you know what I mean? Like you can't test the fucking chat until you're already live. All right. Well, what's left to do but chat features not working. Try refresh chat found above the chat log. Restart the application. What? Updated YouTube chat room features? Oh no. You can customize your own chat room over here. Oh Jesus. What a pain in my fucking ass. How to display it. Hey, let's just look at this. We'll watch this together.
Hey, this is Dustin from Streamlabs. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up a chatbox widget in Streamlabs OBS.
Cool.
This is especially helpful to those streamers who may stream on Twitch but archive clips somewhere else, like YouTube, and want to keep what's being said in chat available for those viewers to see later.
That's me.
You're going to want to open up Streamlabs OBS and find Chatbox from the left side of your dashboard under Widgets.
What? I don't have a fucking dashboard. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Let's see. Do I have to like restore chat over here? Maybe. Yeah, I know, dude. What am I supposed to do? Every single time, dude. Every time I start this now, I have to fucking fiddle with my chat. And it don't work. It don't work. It won't work. Looks like it wants to work for a second and then just doesn't. Definitely chat's not disabled, that's for sure. What's a dashboard? Yeah, what is a dashboard? Good question. Good question. Maybe, let me see. Pop out chat. Son of a bitch. Such a pain in the ass. Chat is disabled for this live stream. So even when I look at it from there, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. What if... Okay, let me see. What if I try and go to watch video and pop out that chat? Shut up. Shut up, you. I don't want to talk to you at all. I want to go to my own channel. Look at my own video. I don't want to talk to you at all. There we go. Okay, now maybe if I pop this one out, is this the one I need? Okay, yes, this is different. This is different. So this is good. Mr. Naughty Priest, you righteous bastard. Thank you for the $200, my friend. What a guy. What a fella. He donates while I'm just fiddling with chat, you know what I mean? How do you even thank a guy for that? I think this is going to work, guys. I think I've got it narrowed down to the fucking issue at hand. Let's see. No, I don't. Wait a minute. I might have just went to the wrong one, though. Not this one. Oh, yes. This looks promising. Bing. Bang. Boom. Okay. We got it. Just in time for people to see Mr. Naughty Priest's generous $200 donation. What a fella. What a true blue fella. How's everybody doing tonight? Now we can start this whole fucking business. Now we can start this whole fucking business. And hopefully it'll just stay now. Hopefully that'll be that. Nothing smart to add to convo, so have some money. Hey, thanks there, Tucker. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. I'm doing okay. Paul, do you know what happened with the blackout? Well, I guess I could talk about that a little bit. I haven't really talked to anybody about it other than to just, tell people I'm doing okay. So, 3 other times in my life prior to this, I have lost consciousness for seemingly no reason. I'll tell you about each one. The first time it happened was probably the most dangerous time that it happened. I was driving. So I was working at my old job. I was driving between school sites. And I suddenly started to feel extraordinarily lightheaded. I had the presence of mind to pull over to the side of the road. And almost as soon as I did and put my car, in neutral, I just passed out. I was out for, 30 seconds or something. Woke up, obviously freaked out. If you've ever passed out, if you ever lost consciousness, it's a very worrying feeling. You know what I mean? So I went straight to the hospital. And that time, I was told at the hospital that I was drinking too much caffeine, possibly. That might have been what it was. So cut back on the caffeine. The second time it happened, I was at home in California, and I stood up off of the couch, walked into my living room, or walked out of my living room into the kitchen, and by the time I reached the kitchen, I was feeling that same way again. I kind of had time to brace myself on the counter with both hands and then passed out in a heap in the middle of the kitchen floor. Went to the hospital again. And this time, a battery of tests was run on me. So I had everything done. They sent me home with that 2-day heart monitor thing that you've got to wear. Harness thing. Let me read some of these super chats. Hey, Paul, hope you're doing well. Been going through hard times. You guys at DFF make things a bit easier, despite everyone around me dropping dead like flies. Sorry to hear people are dropping dead, Tucker. That fucking sucks. Thank you for the 10. And I've been in a great mood all day since Terminator Dark Fate flopped. Thanks for asking, Paul. What a wonderful day. That's cool. That movie looked awful. Maybe we'll look at the trailer for that hideous beast. So anyway, got a battery of tests done the second time this happened to me. Went to all kinds of specialists, neurological specialists. I got an EKG and... I can't even remember all the tests. They hooked me up to everything. I got a little CAT scan thing. Is it a CAT scan or an MRI? Where they put you in the tube. Whichever one it was, they took pictures of my head, my heart, to make sure I didn't have blood clots or tumors or anything like that. They found nothing. Went to a neurological specialist and was basically diagnosed with syncope, which is, like a big medical catch-all term for, hey, I pass out. I was also told that it's surprisingly normal and that some people are never given any kind of diagnosis to, like, pinpoint why they're having this. So that was the second time. Third time it happened was when I had first moved to Texas. I was chopping some onions or some shit for dinner. Cut my finger wide open. Excuse me. Oh, man. That was a weird burp. It kind of came out, and then I reverse burped. That didn't feel good. Cut my finger wide open. And I, like, looked at the blood coming out of my finger, and then I just remember waking up on the kitchen floor. So that's the third time it happened. Fourth time it happened was on the show, on the last public show. Was sitting in my normal spot there in the DFF studio. Started to feel very lightheaded. The last thing I remember is having an impulse to just, like, stand up. I was like, oh, man, I need to stand up and walk this off. And I don't remember anything else. I woke up in a heap on the floor in a lot of pain. I almost feel worse for TJ because I think he's the one that got the most traumatic experience out of it. I don't remember any of it. He got to see me, like, literally fall face first into the door and collapse in a heap. He was understandably scared that I might have had a heart attack or something. But almost as soon as I hit the ground, I started to come to again. Pretty dizzy and fucked up because this time, I guess this time was probably the most dangerous because I could have really hurt myself going down where I went. The big desk that TJ's shit is on is right there. I could have fallen that way and just smashed my head on the side of the desk or some shit. I was probably lucky that my face absorbed the brunt of the fall. But so I'm left with a big puzzle. What are the similarities between those? There's a lot of different positions. Like the first time it happened to me, I was driving. So that's like sitting down. So a lot of people were like, oh yeah, it might be standing up that did it. Well, maybe. But the first time it happened to me, and the third time it happened to me, I was sitting and standing already, looking at the blood, seeing the blood. That definitely was a trigger. One of the times that I passed out. So it was actually Taylor who said, I think it's called vasovagal syncope, which, by the way, when something like this happens to you and you tell people about it, like the internet doctors come out of the woodwork. I've got a brain tumor. I've got heart problems. Like, they just want to diagnose you. And out of all of those people, I think Taylor might have hit the nail closest to the head with the vasovagal syncope shit. So yeah, vasovagal syncope is basically passing out with specific neurological and physical triggers. It doesn't really tell you much more about the problem, but yeah. So that's probably what I've got. There's probably nothing that can be done about it, other than I need to just really try, and if I start feeling that way, just plant myself. You know what I mean? If I'm walking around, I need to just sit down on the ground and let it happen. If I'm sitting down, I need to just stay sitting and let it happen. It's happened to me 4 times over the course of 6 or 7 years. So it's not like something that happens constantly. Glad you're doing better, my dude. Yeah. I've felt, mentally pretty much 100% the day after. But the day after, I passed out and hit the wall. I was pretty sore. The day after that, I could barely get out of bed. So it was like a car accident in that. If you've ever been in a car accident where you weren't, super physically hurt, Yeah, you might have noticed the phenomenon of like the day after or the day after that is the worst in terms of you getting sore. It takes a while for those injuries to like soak in. So yeah, the second day after it happened, I basically didn't leave bed, and the day after that, I basically didn't leave bed. I missed Flash Fried, which is something that I'm trying to think if I've ever missed a show. If I've ever been like, okay, we're doing a show today. I have. It's happened once or twice in the history of Deep Fat Fried, where I couldn't make a show and we had to postpone or do it without me. Put your genitals on the internets. It could solve all your problems. You will never know until you try. You're right, Mr. Naughty Priest. I'll never know till I try. I might just never know. Sounds like my period, second to third day, is worst. Should get Dynor registered as a therapy dog for yourself. Yeah. Why? He already is. I don't need to register him with the government for him to be a therapy dog. I wonder if set and setting are influential, the onset of stuff like that. Well, that's another thing that I've got to like, turn over and over in my mind here. It's like we were covering some pretty heavy material on that show, talking about like old insane asylums and all the weird shit that people would do to one another or do to crazy people in those asylums, etc. We had just started to watch the part about transorbital lobotomy. Saw some pictures of a dude with the spike coming out of his head, and maybe I was put off by that to the point of losing consciousness. Like maybe I'm more susceptible to that kind of stuff than I think I am. I don't know. You think it's psychological? Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys. All I know is that, right around the time we started covering Rosemary Kennedy, who was another victim of the transorbital lobotomy, I started to really feel bad, like really feel dizzy and faint and all this shit. And it was 5 or 10 seconds after that I woke up in a heap on the floor. Was the temperature in the room a factor? Maybe it was too hot. We weren't running the AC in the room, but I don't remember being like, oh man, I'm just like, like when you're in a room that's too hot, you're sweating and you just feel uncomfortable. I don't remember that being a factor at all. It could have been. I did not eat that day, so there's another possibility. And there's something that might be kind of a commonality across at least 2 or 3 of these episodes that I've had. Going too long in between meals. By the way, thank you, Jawan. So yeah, it's one of those big fucking mysteries, man. It might have been a confluence of multiples of those things. Like if I don't eat properly, and maybe if I expose myself to something that triggers me psychologically, and I haven't eaten properly, that might do it. Did you end up at the hospital or just relax in bed? No, I didn't need to go to the hospital, honestly. Like I've had these happen to me before. I've gone to the hospital once, and all it ended in was a long battery of tests and bullshit, and I had literally no answers after it. Paul, you were possessed by the ghosts of the asylum patients. Probably a tumor, yeah. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Only in Cali? No, I mean it's actually, you can look it up. It's actually very common for people to have just base syncope and not really get any kind of a diagnosis of contributing factors. I probably have the HIV. Yeah, I might have the HIV. Do you get the same feeling after your blood taken for testing? No. See, that's the thing is, like, I can watch them draw my blood. In fact, I prefer to. I prefer to see them stick me and, you know, put the little thing in and watch the blood kind of spurt into the tube. I've never gotten lightheaded from that. So what can you do? You know what I mean? I feel fine. I felt fine, at least mentally, 10 or 15 minutes after it happened. It took me a while to get up and around. Like, I just planted myself on the ground there for about 10 minutes because I didn't want to get back up. Because, well, I failed to mention this. One of the times that it happened, the time that I passed out in my kitchen back in California, I tried to get up right away. And I made it 2 or 3 steps back into the living room and passed out again. So I definitely had the presence of mind this time to stay planted on the ground for a little bit. Yeah, one of the common factors to all of these too is that after I wake up from it, I break out in this like really fucking huge cold sweat, like all over my body. I'm almost instantly drenched. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that there are going to be any answers for me other than that. It's a good chance you guys will never, you know, experience another one of those happening to me. PTSD. I do have a PTSD diagnosis. I've got several mental health diagnoses that all could be comorbid with, you know, this happening. Who knows? You know, it's one of those. It's really. The first couple of days afterwards, I really tried to pour over in my head, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what could cause this? What could have triggered this? You know, was I freaked out by the, you know, subject matter that we were covering? Did that make me feel queasy and lightheaded? I don't really remember it that way, but once again, maybe because I was trying to do the show and remain present as a personality in that, maybe I was suppressing a lot of that to get through it. I just don't know, honestly. All of the above, yeah, I guess that's a possibility too. Glad it wasn't serious though. I was gonna guess it was Hava, but I don't even know what Hava is. Paul's brain was like, screw this, I'm out of here. Yeah. Thanks for the kroners, bro. Love them kroners. I ain't doing you no favors, A-Spec. No favors tonight. This is a no favor day. There was also something I was thinking about, and this is something that I don't know if it has anything to do with it. Your breathing patterns can be different when you're on a show. When you have something to say, or at least, okay, I'm saying you. Let me talk about me. When I have something to say, and I'm kind of waiting for a moment to say it, I have a slight tendency to like hold my breath a little bit, to like take a breath, and then wait so that I can talk through the exhale, you know what I mean? And maybe my breathing pattern was fucked up. Maybe I wasn't getting enough oxygen, you know, sitting there holding my breath too much. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It gets really maddening, honestly, when you have something like this and you have no real, like, you know, road to knowing what the fuck is going on with you. Turn away from the mic to breathe. Oh yeah, like Chocolate Rain guy. I'll juice your fucking ass straight out of here, A-Spec, if you want to be a dick. I'll have one of my specters escort you to the door. But if you have the noise gate, you probably no. And it's not even that. I'm not trying to not breathe in order to make like so it doesn't show up on the mic. It's like a preparation for what you're about to say. It's hard to explain. You blame TJ's double chin? Yeah, me too. I saw TJ's shaved face, and that's why I hit the deck. Yeah, I hope it never happens again too, but it's likely to happen again. Stress could be another thing. It's, you know, a particularly stressful time right now. We're doing a lot of extra shows so that we can put shows in the bank, so that we can do these redesigns on our sets. We got the Dank D&D set almost ready to go. We've got a huge kind of redesign of the main set, a redesign of like how we're recording the show. There's just a lot of irons in the fire. So stress could be it, and it's been a particularly stressful year. You know what I mean? It hasn't been the most kickback, easygoing year. What happened to Friday show? We did it. It was 3 hours of, the best 80s horror films. It's like in track and field when you run up to the place where you jump, you have to time your breaths as you would time and place your steps. Maybe. I don't know, dude. I spent the couple of days after it happened just like very much just absolutely racking my brain for like, okay, let me see if I can find the common factor, because with vasovagal sympathy or vasovagal syncope, there are specific triggers, and I don't know what mine are. You know what I mean? So if that is indeed what I've got, I don't know what my triggers are. So how are you gonna do Dank D&D without Ashley? Just say her character died. I mean, that whole arc ended, so everybody's doing new characters. So we won't have to cover the death of Ashley's character, because that character arc was done. Just bring a Cliff Bar with you in the morning so you can have a snack. I mean, honestly, we start recording, like we meet to start recording shows at around 1 p.m. So really the answer is, when it comes to that, the way that I can mitigate that being a factor, like not having enough food, maybe my blood sugar's dropping to an unsafe level or whatever the fuck, is to just eat before I go to work, which sometimes is hard for me. I literally just straight up forget sometimes. Like I'll wake up, I'll go about my business of getting dressed and getting ready and, kind of just being, getting awake, getting everything together that I need for the show, if it's one of the shows that I'm doing, and then I just kind of go. And then I sit there and, we meet for about an hour before we start shooting. So from 1 to 2, I just meet with the guys. And then from 2 to 4, 2 to 5, or 2 to 6, we're recording, meeting afterwards. And by the time I know it, it's like 8 p.m. and I haven't eaten since 8 p.m. the night before. That was basically the truth the day that this happened. I'd eaten kind of like an early dinner the night before, 8 or 9, and by the time we were finishing up that show, it was 6 or 7. So very well could be that I'm just not eating as often as I should be, or, as early as I should be in the day. Do you guys use Pathfinder? Yes, we do. Just have a meal during the show. Oh, yeah. That would be cool. I should use that to my advantage. I should just tell the guys, like, look, I have a condition. I have to order a pizza just for me every show. That'd be pretty fun. I think it was a combination of you not eating and emotional triggers caused from the topic of the show. Thank you, doctor. I think you might be right. I don't know. It was funny, though. I kind of noticed that there are 4 different types of people when something like this happens to you. The people that are closest to you, of course, are all like, oh, my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? That was, across the board, all my friends, everybody that knows me in person is like, are you okay? How can I help? That sort of thing. Then there's the well-wishers in the kind of audience. These are the people that are like, oh, that sucks that happened. I hope you're okay. Feel better. And that's the vast majority of you guys fall into that category. Then there are the doctors. the internet MDs who are like, you have, massive brain cancer or your heart is about to fail or whatever. And there were a ton of those, just a ton of like armchair diagnosis. And then there are the unbelievers, my favorite group. The I don't even believe this happened, straight up kayfabe. You know what I mean? So it was kind of fun. I love the unbelievers, man. Those are the guys that are, they're true to my heart. Yeah, it was deep faked. Not everything was kayfabe on DP. That's the thing. We used it sparingly enough to where you guys didn't know what was kayfabe and what wasn't until it all got ruined. Billy Fabe, I can't tell you guys, man. When we did Billy Fabe and a huge segment of the audience freaked out and was hating it and downvoting and shitting on the show, and I was hugely in favor of writing it out. My argument was, if we come out now and we're like, okay, yeah, we fabed it, blah, 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 then we just lose the ability to ever do that on the show again. And I was right. After Billy Fabe happened, kayfabe was pretty much dead. It'd be like the WWE coming out and being like, yeah, Mankind isn't really a psychopath with a sock on his hand that poisons people with his dirty, filthy sock. He's a real dude, and here he is. And here he is to talk to you about, how this was all kayfabe and how sorry he is for lying to you. I was just like, if we do that whole segment of what we do on the show, the is it real, is it not real kind of wrestling-esque kayfabe shit is dead. And, I wasn't a very strong voice when it came to decision-making on the show. I was not an owner of the show. I was just kind of a contracted performer on the show. So my feelings on that kind of went to the wayside, and kayfabe basically died because of that. But when it comes to this type of shit, just to address the kayfabe allegations, even though I do love them, and I know that some of them are probably just joking, if I'm going to kayfabe something, it's not going to be something that's just worrying, That stops being kayfabe and starts being, like, attention-seeking in my mind. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, I passed out and fell and hit my head really hard, Where's the fucking punchline in that? Do you think there's something to be said about the will of the audience, or should they be ignored in general? I mean, there's something to be said about the will of the audience. I won't lie and, say that the audience's voice is totally absent in what you do. But there's going to be a certain amount of resistance no matter what. When you change something that's fundamental, whether it's the look or the feel of a show, when you try something new, there is almost always going to be a contingent of your audience that's resistant to that. And if you listen to those people exclusively, then the show just spins its wheels in the mud. It just stagnates. People, I think, and I don't blame them, they want the known quantity. They want what they know to be good. They want that familiarity. And so when you're messing with that formula a little bit, there's going to be initial resistance. And I think it's up to the performer, content creator, whatever you want to call them, to set that aside and kind of walk their own path. It's pretty obvious that you fell and hurt yourself. The concern in their voices was obvious. I mean, for some people. It sucks so bad that the plans that were supposed to come after the Billy episode never happened. Oh my God, dude, it was going to be so fucking cool, man. It was going to be so fucking cool. Billy Fabe had a whole arc to it that was going to be great. Billy was all into it. I was all into it. It was fantastic, dude. And it all died. It all died. If you try to please the audience too much, you'll never be satisfied with anything. I guess so. So Billy and I had that fake fight, right? And it was all going to kind of like culminate in Ben and I. We were gonna kind of transfer some of the angst between Billy and I into the very real angst that people saw that existed from time to time between Ben and I. And I don't remember every little thing we were going to do, but we were going to drag it out over the course of a few weeks. And it was all going to culminate in Ben choke slamming me through a table, literally. We had it all set up. We were going to get one of those weak-ass plastic tables, put a tablecloth over it and stack pillows underneath it, so I didn't hit the ground very hard. But I'm trained in taking stage falls and shit. So we were going to do like a scuffle that broke out between Ben and I, over the natural angst that existed between the two of us, connected to the Billy Fabe, And we were going to have a shot where Ben and I got up. I was going to break a bong. So I was going to break Vader. That was part of this. Like me and Ben were going to get into one of our, well-known, well-established arguments. I was going to grab Vader, which was just going to be a cheap bong that we bought somewhere, smash it, and be like, fuck you, man. And then Ben was going to come, pick me up, and choke slam me through a table, and then cut the feed. It was going to be awesome. I mean, it was going to be awesome. It was going to be fucking fantastic. But, you know what I mean. Everybody cried, so kayfabe had to die. I mean, we were going to wait. We were going to let it simmer over the course of a couple of weeks worth of episodes. You know what I mean? It was going to be great. Unfortunately, I was one of the people being overprotective of you. Yeah, it is what it is. What does the actual Vader look like? Believe it or not, Vader is not a bong. Vader is a bowl. Vader has been any number of bongs over the years. Vader is just a big custom Darth Vader bowl that can be placed on any bong. So there you go. Can't believe people ever thought Billy Fabe was real, not like Scotty versus Scotty Cena. Yeah, that was brutal. That is true. But yeah. Glad to see you back. Well, I'm glad to be back. It's nice to be back. I've been back a couple of times since the incident. Actually, the day after the incident, we filmed a... like I said, we're filming extra shows right now over the course of the week so that we have a couple of weeks to do this redesign with content still going up. So I was able to film a show the day after, but the day after, I was like, nope, can't do it. Did you hear about the release of the FBI report that shows the tunnel system underneath the kindergarten from the Satanic Panic era? No, I didn't hear about that. Did not hear about that, my friend. The incident, aka too much fake Chinese Viagra. Yeah. Why is the word Ben banned in your chat, Paul? Probably because people are autistic. And, I didn't want this to be a venue for my chat to just be shitting on Ben after we left. So, yeah, that's probably why, I would guess. Hey, Paul, I hope everything's all right. Can you please unban my main account, Solon? I just told you to ban someone and you banned me instead. Oh, my God, bro. Sure, fine. I'll unban you. That sounds like something that's going to happen. Don't ever toss bans to people or recommend bans in here because it's likely to get you banned. Let's see, settings. This. At least I'm getting better at finding these. Community, I think. Yeah. Hidden users. There we go. There it is. Solon. Boom. Remove and save. You are unbanned, my friend. I did. Thank you, though. Are you going to play the new Terminator trailer? Why the fuck not? Let's see it. Terminator Dark Fate. Terminator Dark Fate. Terminator Dark Fate. Let's take a look. Terminator Dark Fate Red Band. Man, they're super long. Let's just watch the 2-minute. Jesus. Man, listen to that. That noise is every fucking action trailer now. Thanks a lot, fucking. What was that movie that started that shit? Inception. What a bunch of horse shit. It's dog shit. Ugh. All right, let me. Oh, I may have to fix this too, huh? Yeah, I will. There we go. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, there we go. Terminator Dark Fate trailer. Here we go. You guys ready? I'll rewind it so we can hear the blah one last time. Here we go.
Talk. Talk fast.
You first.
My name is Sarah Connor.
My name is Sarah
29th,
Connor.
1997.
My name is Sarah
It was
Connor.
supposed to be Judgment Day.
My name is
But I
Sarah
changed the
Connor.
future. Saved 3 billion lives. Enough of a resume for you?
No. You may have changed the future, but you didn't change our fate.
Oh my god, these robots look like ass.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to protect you.
Never seen one like you before. Almost human.
I am human, just enhanced. Why do you care what happens to her?
Because I was her.
I can see you're very upset.
Man. I fucking hate this, dude. I fucking hate everything about this. This is just hideous. Fart! That's exactly right. The new I'll be back is I can see you're very upset. Yeah, why are they making the Terminator like 80 and balding and shit? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, why would a Terminator be old? That's a great question. Who would win in a fight, the T-1000 or Gandalf? Gandalf beat the shit out of the Balrog one-on-one. Just think about that in your head for a second. He literally beat the shit out of the Balrog 1v1 while falling down an endless chasm, and then they both splash down into like a big murky ocean at the bottom of the fucking mountain and shit. Like, that would have destroyed the Terminator. The Balrog would beat the shit out of the Terminator. But Gandalf smote his ruin upon the mountain, dude. That's just such obvious bullshit, man. Why would you even ask that?
I'm going to help you protect the girl.
Nobody else is gonna die because of me! If you don't make it, everybody dies!
Expect a big ping, brother. The whole body's a weapon. Sorry.
Whoa, is she Corn Pop? Does she have a length of chain? She does have a length of chain. Dude, she's Biden's daughter. She's got a length of chain. What the fuck is this, dude? The Terminator's gonna beat you like a drum.
When this is all over, I am going to kill you.
I understand.
It won't be hard to kill me because I'm like 88 years old and barely capable of being a Terminator anymore. Ugh. Man, this just looks like balls, man. It's horrible. It's a bomb. I can tell. Can't you tell just by looking at it that it's a fucking bomb? Looks like nonsense, man. Terminated. You have been terminated. I can see you are very upset.
I'll be back.
What a listless delivery of that line. Is Linda Hamilton just cashing a check here? It really seems like Linda Hamilton is really just cashing a check here. I'll be back. God, she yawned her way through that line. I'll be back. Here you go. I'll be back. I'll be back. I can see you are very upset. I'll be back. Jesus. This looks terrible. Is that the end of it? Yeah. That's the end. Wow. Welp. I mean, there's a difference between deadpan delivery and bored delivery. Let's just hear it again. Let's just hear it again. You can tell me if this sounds like a calculated deadpan or not, okay?
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I'll be back. Why are you seeing this tomorrow? Go see The Lighthouse or something that's, you know, got some good reviews and might actually be cool. Why would you pay money to see this? I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. I might be back. I'll probably be back. Maybe I'll be back. Gonna see Jesus is King? Oh, good for you, buddy. I'll be back. Yeah, where is she going? They're on a bridge. She's just gonna walk down the bridge? Yeah, that's how you remember Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. Passionless, bored delivery of lines. Yeah. It's just like I'm the old grizzled badass trope that has infected Sarah Connor. Like, Sarah Connor was a badass in Terminator 2, but she was also still a normal person, a mother. You know what I mean? There seemed to be like a central believability to Sarah Connor and her arc, and now she's just... You know what I mean? She's like, I don't know. She's like a chick Rambo or something. Bleh. Bleh. Yeah, it looks like it sucks, dude. It looks like it really, really sucks. Old. Everything's old and tired now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got the Outer Worlds, too. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. So far. I haven't played much of it. I just started playing it today. I got it on my PS4. I missed some super chats. Okay, fair enough.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. You know, I'll be back. Well, it kind of sucks, but yeah, I can't go back and see see the super chats, unfortunately. So I guess I missed some. I'd have to scroll back on the actual chat forever and ever. Let me see. I'll try it. See if I can find any. It's a bomb, Paul, a box office. Okay, I got that one. I didn't miss any super chats. Is that on the board? If so, next to fart, it should be on the board. I'll be back.
Fart!
You know what they should do? They should make a sequel to Back to the Future. They could bring back Doc, Marty, and the rest of the gang, and they could bring in Marty's daughter. Yeah, just have them do a like passionless delivery of all their, classic lines. 1.21 gigawatts. Don't worry, Marty. Where we're going, we don't need roads. I'll be back. Paul, why did you not roll? I thought you were on the ball. Good one, bro. Good one, bro. You actually took the time to type that one out. Good one, bro. That was a zinger. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, dude. CGI, or like, what do they call that shit? Computer graphics looking fucking shit. Who's the company that does that? DreamWorks or whatever does like an animated fucking Back to the Future. The gang is back to the future in a way that you've never seen them before. Well, what happened? Marty. 1.21 gigawatts? Animated Doc Brown. Wait till you guys get like a live action Rick and Morty. That's going to be hilarious. That's going to be great. Mary Poppins versus Gandalf, Paul. This is a very important question. Mary Poppins can't do shit. That's a dumb question. It's a really dumb question. What's she going to do? Float away on her umbrella? Make the teapot sing or whatever the fuck she can do? Fuck that. Gandalf is infinitely more powerful. Hey, Paul, did you hear, not joking, that the WWE said their number one most memorable moment was when Undertaker threw Mankind off of Hell in the Cell back in 1998? Well, duh. I mean, that was definitely the peak. That was the peak of all wrestling right there. How long until Rick and Morty sucks? Am I going to get lynched for saying it kind of already does? Like, I'm kind of already over the Rick and Morty thing and I wish it would go away. Am I getting lynched for that? Is the chat going to lynch me? I guess my IQ is just not high enough. Which franchise should Hollywood ruin next? Which franchise have they not ruined already? Like, is there still a franchise that hasn't been, run through the mill so much that it's utterly fucking, like, you name me a few franchises that haven't been shit upon. And, we'll go from there. Maybe she can try and stuff Gandalf inside her bottomless Mary Poppins bag. Ooh. I like it. Rick and Morty was so much better before it went mainstream. Sips boutique organic fair trade coffee. Good old hipsters. Good old hipsters. God love them. Hey, Paul, opinion on the DP pod breakup? Welcome to 3 years ago, my friend. What year is it? I love that meme of Robin Williams from Jumanji where he's all beardy like me and he's like, and they always do what year is it? You know what I mean? All jokes aside, Zemeckis said that he and co-writer Bob Gale would have to be dead before another BTTF sequel. What the fuck is BTTF? Oh, Back to the Future. Okay, got it. Paul opinion on DP broke up. Why is TJ not on DP? What happened? I've been gone for like a year. What happened on DP? Hey, Paul, I heard you left DP. Why? What happened? What opinion on DP? DP. No, they've already fucked up Pumpkinhead. For proof of that, watch any of the Pumpkinhead sequels, especially Blood Wings. If you really want to see how far Pumpkinhead has fallen, go watch Pumpkinhead Blood Wings, which sounds like a feature of a maxi pad, honestly. Blood Wings. Like, isn't that what they put on a maxi pad to keep the blood from seeping out the side of the panties? Pumpkinhead Blood Wings, dude. No, they've already fucked Pumpkinhead. That happened quite a few years ago. I have not watched since 5 years ago. What happened to the drunk peasant? What's my opinion on water? Delicious. I love water, man. Yeah, Pumpkinhead gets his period in Pumpkinhead Blood Wings. Pumpkinhead leaky flaps. Here comes the tism. Where have you been, Asbestos Fingers? It started here today. Do you think DFF will ever appear on DP? Great one. Thanks for the 420, bro. Thanks for the 420. I appreciate it. Give me another 420 and say DB better. DB better. DB better. I thought that was a troll, but it was actually TJ. Yeah. Yeah, you never do know. It's hard to tell sometimes with TJ. Is he trolling or is it TJ? The world may never know. Yeah, The Godfather's already been pooped on with The Godfather 3. Sofia Coppola just shows up and ruins Godfather 3. How's the tooth feel? It feels fine, honestly. Like, I had no pain in my teeth at all after I chipped them. DB better, DB better, DB better. Thank you, IDM. Dude, look at Shadow Equinox, dude. We're sitting here talking about how sad it is that people are still, like, DP trolling. And he's like, DP just unwatchable now. DP just unwatchable. Anybody think DP now unwatchable? Anybody? Anybody in the world? Bill and Ted hasn't been ruined yet. Well, hold on to your butts. I know they're making one. I know they're making themselves a remake of, or not a remake, but like a sequel to Bill and Ted and shit. So. I love that he got banned. I'm legitimately not trolling. Yeah. All right. If anyone in this chat gave Paul $9, Paul would have $1 million if my math is solid, which it is. Damn. Is that true? Am I $9 short of $1 million? Holy fuck. Paul, it was nice to meet you while you were in San Antonio. Really thankful you let me into your place to talk to you. Were you the dude that came over and smoked us out that one time? Yeah. I vaguely remember you. Whoa, I'm a millionaire plus one. I would just like to say, fart! Yeah, that's all I really need. Here's what I need. I need a super chat of like $5 million so that I can go into work tomorrow and as the guys are trying to get the show started up, just pull my dick and balls out and flop them on the table and just be like, this is the new star of the show. Move the camera down to my cock and balls. The show is now just an hour of my cock and balls laying on the desk. Man, people would love that. I think people would really enjoy that. I want the 50s Twilight Zone accent back. You like that one? That'd be a short show. Zinger. Whoa. Chilled Spirit. A $2 $5 million super chat. Holy fuck. I wonder if you can actually give like $5 million via super chat. Like what's the upper limit on a super chat? Like what's the biggest super chat you've ever seen? Mine is $200 from tonight. And several other times because it's Naughty Priest and he's crazy. The maximum is 200. Oh, that explains why 200 happens. Yeah, somebody should find out. Just go to Super Chat and just lay on the zeros. Toaster enthusiast, are you sure? Maybe you should test that theory. Upper limit is redundant? No, it isn't. No, it isn't, sir. You appreciate me letting you sleep in bed with me last night? Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Fair enough. Whoa. Kitty in a sweater, dude. Look at this. You guys gotta love kitties and sweaters, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, he's not happy. He's not happy to be in his sweater. I don't know if I'll be able to see him, but let me try here. Cricket. You guys can't see Cricket. He's in a pink sweater. He's not happy. Cricket's not the happiest. Yeah, dude, he tried to attack my head. Did you see that shit? Cricket, you're crazy. Dang, he likes his sweater. Paul, what's the best tasting hard liquor in your experience? I like tequila. If I'm gonna shoot hard liquor, I want tequila. Nothing but tequila. Whatever happened to that Twilight Zone reboot Jordan Peele hosted? It got like one episode. And yeah, I heard it sucked. Like, I can't really imagine Jordan Peele trying to be serious about stuff, you know? Like, I know he makes, like, he's a good director and shit, but him as a personality, like, I don't know. Can we see some of that? Let me see some of this Jordan Peele Twilight Zone. I just want to see if we can see one of his speeches. Wow, there's what? There's no videos of it at all? New Twilight Zone, maybe? Anything? Official Twilight Zone trailer for CBS All Access. Okay. Maybe this will do the trick. Let's see. See what this is like.
Everything that happens in this universe has to be the way it is. Things happen the way they should.
Why aren't they showing us Jordan Peele?
It's all the same number.
Thanks, Violent J.
You happy with your life? Don't you want it all?
It said that would happen right when it did.
Where's our dog?
We don't have a dog. Do we go backwards again? Everything you said would come true.
This looks like dog shit. I wanted to see Jordan Peele doing the, you know, the host thing, though. Let's see. I want to see him do his, like, little intro. All scenes featuring Jordan Peele. Oh, okay.
Samir Wassan is an artist of great principle. A man who refuses to compromise his beliefs for a cheap joke. But tonight, he felt the rush of the limelight for the first time. Now, he'll have to decide what really matters to him when the laughter stops.
Is anybody else waiting for the shoe to drop in a Key and Peele skit with this? How are they trying to make Jordan Peele have, like, you know, gritty smoker gravitas? Yeah, maybe. Is he doing his Obama impression? I don't know, dude. I can't tell what's going on here, to be honest with you.
And how much he's willing to give to the Twilight Zone. Samir Wassan learned the hard way that sometimes getting everything you want means losing everything you love. And after finally finding himself on the verge of becoming somebody, he chose instead to once again be a nobody. In the end, Samir's final encore is a show you can only buy a ticket to in the Twilight Zone.
Nope. Nope. Get him off the stage. Somebody get the hook. Call in the clown with the hook to fucking drag him off this. That's horrible. Wow. It's even worse than I thought. Yikes. I can see why this show just took a nosedive for sure.
Settling in for a 13-hour transatlantic flight to a land rife with ancient mysteries is Justin Sanderson. Mr. Sanderson's occupation is to uncover unbiased truth. But with an hour left before certain doom, he must ask the right questions of the right people. Landing at the truth this time will require an unscheduled stopover in the Twilight Zone.
Oh my God. Oh boy, this is bad, man. This is really bad. Yeah, I can see why this show just disappeared from the airwaves for sure. Oh no, I'm not gonna stop. There's a bunch more of these. That little nod at the end. Wait, let's see it. Let's see it. It added something.
Require an unscheduled stopover in the Twilight Zone.
How do you even do that? But this trip requires an unscheduled stopover in the Twilight Zone. What the fuck, dude?
Stopover in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, he's no Rod Serling for sure. It looks like a Key and Peele sketch.
In his final moments, Justin Sanderson made the case that he did everything he could to avert disaster. But in the end, he was an investigative reporter unwilling to investigate himself until it was too late. Justin discovered that the flight path to hell is paved with good intentions, and it passes directly through the Twilight Zone.
Oh boy, man, these just get worse and worse. Every one of them is worse than the last one before it. Holy shit. He wouldn't investigate himself. So now he's investigating himself in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, just walk off the screen, Jordan.
Presenting Nina Harrison, a woman who left her past behind to provide a better future for her son. Today, however, she will have no choice but to revisit history again.
Oh God, is he gonna look over his shoulder at us and say the Twilight
on a fateful
Zone?
Drive through the perilous highways.
Yep.
Of the Twilight Zone.
Oh shit. Holy fuck, man. How did they ruin this? I'm about to say the Twilight Zone.
Nina Harrison found that only by embracing her past could she protect her son's future. And it was love, not magic, that kept evil at bay. But for some evils, there are no magical permanent solutions, and the future remains uncertain. Even here, in the Twilight Zone.
They just stopped showing him. Like, towards the end of the series, they were like, that's the last one. That's the last episode that aired. And they didn't even show him. He sounds too much like a dork to work. Yeah, I know. It is really terrible, lifeless narration. Like, can we listen to some Rod Serling just so you get an understanding? Like, for those of you that don't know. I mean, let's see if we can get a little Twilight, like an actual Twilight Zone. Here's one of them.
Portrait of a Bush League Fuhrer named Peter Vollmer, a sparse little man who feeds off his self-delusions and finds himself perpetually hungry for want of greatness in his diet. And like some goose-stepping predecessors, he searches for something to explain his hunger and to rationalize why a world passes him by without saluting. The something he looks for and finds is in a sewer. In his own twisted and distorted lexicon, he calls it faith, strength, truth. But in just a moment, Peter Vollmer will ply his trade on another kind of corner, a strange intersection in a shadowland called the Twilight Zone.
There you go. He's doing like a piss poor Rod Serling imitation. Like he just had, you know, they should have tried to do something different with it. Of course, much smoother delivery. It sounds normal. It sounds like, you know, sounds like something a person might actually say. I don't know. It's a goddamn shame. Everything has to get ruined. Thought the new Creepshow series would have fallen to the same fate as the new Twilight Zone, but the new Creepshow is really good. I haven't seen the new Creepshow yet. I kind of want them to just bite the bullet. Like, I don't know why HBO hasn't just brought back Tales from the Crypt. Like, it makes no sense to me. Because, you know, Creepshow was not a show. It was a movie. And they're making kind of an episodic horror show out of it. But I think it fits, like, the movie format better. They need to bring back Tales from the Crypt. And just get John Kasser to do the fucking Crypt Keeper again. He's still alive, isn't he? Is he? Is John Kasser dead? John Kasser. Yeah. He's still alive. Stella's still alive. They could just get him to come back and do the Crypt Keeper. Dust off the old puppet. Fix him up. Fix up the latex on him. You know what I mean? What the fuck? The Twilight Zone, dude. They don't have to make the Crypt Keeper CGI. He was great just how he was. Just dust off the puppet. You know they still have him. You know locked up in some fucking storage unit is all the different fucking Crypt Keeper puppets. Just fix him up. The fuck? How long before a movie theater becomes a place you go to literally have chemical nostalgia injected into your melon? I think we're living that now. Can you react to the new main Witcher trailer, please? What? No. I don't care enough about that to care one way or the other. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tenacious D. The new Creep Show has 2 stories per episode. They're all right. I'll check it out. Paul, have you seen the deep fake of Lucas talking crap on the new Star Wars trailer? Pretty funny. Please look it up. You'd enjoy it. I don't want. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's such a hard stop when people request me to do things. Like, we're in the middle of talking about something. We got like a little mini topic going on, and it's just like, hey, slam the brakes on that and watch this funny meme that I found. It's like, no. Jeez. The guy from Nickelback should remake Nirvana and just be the new... Oh, yeah. They should... I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. Like, I'm surprised we haven't gotten, like, a real high-budget, this is Kurt Cobain movie that makes everybody cringe. You know what I mean? It's like a movie, like, called Kurt. You know? Or, yeah... Lithium or something, you know what I mean? And it's all about the rise and fall of Nirvana. I know they have done it. Like, there has been, I know there's like a documentary that's got some reenactments and shit. But they haven't done like a full-blown, like, hey, let's cast somebody as Kurt Cobain yet. That's gonna suck. You know that's coming. Paul, I'm about to get my CompTIA certification. Is IT stressful? Yes. Yes. IT is incredibly stressful. And I wouldn't do it ever again. Good luck. Hope you're doing better. What was the issue? Doc say anything? No. I'm not going to get any kind of diagnosis. It's just something that happens to me. I'm fine, though. You don't have CBS All Access, Paul? You don't want to watch Twilight Zone, Colbert, and sitcoms from the 80s? Nope. Do drugs, kill a bear? Okay, I'll try it. Who would play Kurt Cobain? Probably Robert Pattinson, huh? I mean, if we're going with the full sucky thing, it'll likely be Rob Pattinson playing Kurt Cobain. This summer, Pennyroyal Tea, the Nirvana story. Do you know about the bass player from Hole dying of an overdose? Courtney Love thought she was having an affair with Kurt, and the coroner was a friend of hers. Oh, so Courtney Love killed the bass player from Hole too? Wow. The body count is just piling up. Is Disney the next Blockbuster? I mean, they're already, like, Netflix and Amazon Prime and all that has already kind of replaced Blockbuster. He's got it, yeah. I mean, Pattinson he's got a good jawline, doesn't he? he's got a real enviable jawline, that Robert Pattinson guy. Yeah, he was in The Lighthouse, which I don't know if it's a good movie or not, but do you think the Nirvana exploitation movie would be just as bad as the Queen movie? Probably worse, honestly. I really don't want to see it. I really wish that they would just leave it alone. Hopefully, you can say this about Courtney Love. She doesn't license Nirvana for shit, which I actually appreciate from her. You know, she's in, from what I understand, control of the licensing of Nirvana's music and shit. And you don't hear Nirvana on, you know, like Dodge Ram fucking commercials and shit. So, good for Courtney for protecting the legacy. The guy that directed The Witch did The Lighthouse. I liked The Witch. Yeah, was it in Captain Marvel? I haven't seen Captain Marvel, so. Get some Stella. Hey there, Gary. Can I get one of them there? Could you do me a? Could I have a? You know what? Today, I'd like to do it. Can I get a? You know, Gary. Can I have a? How about a? Can I get a? Gary, can I get a? You know, give me one of those. Can I have a? Can you give me a? Can I have a? Garrett, you know what? Serve me up one of them Stella Artois. Could I have a Stella Artois? He's back like you've never seen him before. Whoa, I'm what's going on? Am I animated? It's the dude in The Bigger Lebowski by Pixar. Market Zero. Just calm down, Walter. Just, you know, come on, Walter. You can't. You have a Stella. Do you have a Stella Artois? Market Zero. Hey guys, you know, I am the Walrus Cooking Jew. Shut up, Donnie. You know? All the characters you love as you've never seen them before. Oh boy. Are you gonna get a gold filling? Dude, that would be pretty dope. If I got caps, because it broke a little bit of my, it's not gonna show up on this. I'm very lucky. It's a very small chip. It's right here. This tooth right here got chipped, and a little bit of my front tooth. So if I was gonna get gold caps, it would be those teeth. That'd be pretty cool looking, I think. I've always wanted a gold tooth. Can I get a Stella? Would you guys mind if I had a Stella Artois? Let me see if I can show you guys my chippy chip. Let's see. See it? There it is. Pretty cool. I think it looks pretty dope, honestly. Can I get a Stella Artois? Is there a movie so sacred that Hollywood wouldn't dare remake it? There's probably a few, right? Like, they're not going to remake Citizen Kane, would they? Have they? Did they remake Citizen Kane? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think anything is sacred in Hollywood anymore. Does a sharp edge cut your tongue? It doesn't cut my tongue, but it does feel weird. It's got a weird feel to it. It's not my favorite feel in the mouth, but it's fun. It's a little sharp. Like remake some of the Like, you know, a remake of The Godfather. I really can't see that happening. Jaws, yeah. You really can't see that happening. Sacredness shouldn't exist. They remade Casablanca in the 80s. Did they really? Oh my God. I want to see this trailer. NBC Casablanca 1983 title sequence. Oh, it was like a made-for-TV movie? And what'd you say, babe? They're making... Yeah. What? This can't be real. The remake of Citizen Kane with Keanu Reeves as Charles Foster Kane? No, you aren't in the wrong place. Yes, ordinarily this is where my review of a film would appear. However, today is different in that I have something to report unlike anything I've ever written about. The footage shown on the screen, note, I take pains not to refer it to a movie, film, picture, or cinema for the very good reason that it does not qualify as any of those, but rather exists as a collection of... Oh, shut up. Okay, I gotta find more about this. Let's see how Citizen Kane turned out back in the 80s. The title sequence for Casablanca, sorry. I gotta see that shit. Could I get a Stella? Do you mind if I had a Stella Artois?
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by.
Look at how they cheapened this, dude, and turned it into an NBC TV show. What the fuck? So yeah, apparently, let me see. Keanu, I gotta find some Keanu Reeves, Citizen Kane. I gotta see this. Okay, I think it was it says it was an April Fool's prank. That's what I'm getting here. That's the... Maybe. I don't know. God. I hope it's a joke. I really do hope it's a joke. Excellent. Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter officially announced. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's Bill and Ted 3. Okay, I can't find any corroboration for the Citizen Kane thing, so I think it was just... Why Citizen Kane reboot is at the heart of a serious lawsuit. Dude, it's real? A TV series reboot of Citizen Kane. So they're doing the same thing that they did to Casablanca then. They're turning it into a TV series, or trying to, but there's a lawsuit. There should be a lawsuit. They should stop it. Did Rod Serling really... Here's an interview with him. I want to see if he actually talks like that in real life. Like, what's Rod
Freelance television writer. Rod, first of all, let me ask you this. What was it that brought that decision about? Was it a burning desire to write because you felt that you had to say something, or was it just a way to make more money?
A combination of many things, Mike. The immediate motive at the time, the prodding thing that pushed me into it, was that I'd been writing for a Cincinnati television station as a staff writer, which is a particularly dreamless occupation.
You see what I mean? Listen to that dude's delivery. That he just talked that way. This is why the Jordan Peele version sucks, because he's trying to do a shitty Jordan Peele impersonation of Rod Serling, and Rod Serling was just he was just that. He just was the guy.
Composed of doing commercials, even making up letters of what do they call it, to plug a product. Somebody has used it,
Testimonial?
Testimonial letters. As I recall, there was a drug, a liquid drug on the market at the time that could cure everything from arthritis to a fractured pelvis. And I actually had to write testimonial letters.
Man, what a waste. What a waste that, you know, Rod Serling was almost just trapped writing ad copy for shitty fucking commercials. Voice like butter? Absolutely, man. The dude just had it. He just was. And you can tell he's smoking, too. He's just sitting there, like, remember back in the day when, like, people would just smoke on these shows?
And on that particular day, I just
see these wisps of smoke.
And though I had been freelancing concurrent with the staff job, the best year I'd ever had, I think we netted about $700, which is hardly even grocery money.
Yeah.
And that one night, we just decided to, you know, sink or swim and go into it.
So you came here to New York?
Not immediately. We stayed on 6 months, I guess, in Ohio, then came to New York. Started principally in Lux Video Theater, then live and half-hour emanating.
I'd listen to this guy read the dictionary. You know what I mean? He's just got it. He's just got it. Versus fucking Jordan Peele's horrible. Dude, can we get another look at that? I gotta get another look at Jordan Peele's
Samir
Twilight Zone.
Hassan is an artist of great principle. A man who refuses to compromise his beliefs for a cheap joke. But tonight, he felt the rush of the limelight for the first time. Now, he'll have to decide what really matters to him when the laughter stops, and how much he's willing to give to the Twilight Zone.
Boo. Just a straight up boo. They should have got Tim Curry. I don't think Tim Curry could handle it right now. I think Tim Curry's he's in a bad way, isn't he? The Twilight Zone. No bad. Oh boy. Well, yeah, because he's trying to do something that just came natural to Rod Serling. Rod Serling had just like a natural stillness to his personality. You can tell in that, interview we were just watching. He's not an animated guy, so Jordan Peele, who is by all means an animated guy, if you watch his sketch comedy and interviews and shit, he's an expressive guy, but he's doing this like, he's just trying to be it. Why didn't they just let him be Jordan Peele and introduce these? It would be better. Ugh. Jordan isn't made for horror. He's better. Well, I think as a personality, he's not made for horror. He writes pretty good horror. At least he has. I like to Get Out. Not so much Us, but what can you do? Which actor could even remotely match the eloquence? Well, that's another thing about it. Somebody mentioned the transatlantic kind of accent, and that's kind of what Rod Serling had. It doesn't really exist anymore. People just don't talk that way, you know? Kevin Spacey? Yeah. You know what? You're right. Kevin Spacey has got it. You're right. Kevin Spacey does have that ability. He would have been a better choice for this. Definitely. What's a fun thing for a social recluse to do in Fresno? Fun in Fresno. You must be kidding, my friend. He's kind of fiddly. Well, yeah, but like that's the thing is I think he has the gravitas to bring himself to the role rather than just trying to do this horrible, uncomfortable. Like, look how uncomfortable he looks. He looks like he knows this sucks. Zachary Quinto, maybe. Maybe Zachary Quinto could have done it. I really like Zachary Quinto in the Asylum season of American Horror Story, by the way. He was good as Bloody Face. Charlie Sheen? I don't think so, dude. You can tell he knows he's out of his element. Like, look at this freeze frame here. He looks like a deer in the headlights.
Samir Wassan learned the hard way that sometimes getting everything you want means losing everything you love. And after finally finding himself on the verge of becoming somebody, he chose instead.
Like they gave him a brandy. Like, I feel weird just standing here, like Rod Serling would have done. So maybe just give me a snifter of brandy. The Twilight Zone.
To once again be a nobody. In the end, Samir's final encore is a show you can only buy a ticket to in the Twilight Zone.
Wow.
Fart!
Paul, the Beto Head Quits video was fucking great. I'm glad you guys liked it. That was a TJ idea, by the way. TJ texted me late last night and was like, hey, if you're bored, do a Beto thing. I woke up this morning and I was like, yeah, I'll do a Beto thing. Why the not? Sounds fun. One last go round with Beto. Did they get him drunk before the recording? I don't know.
Settling in for a 13-hour transatlantic flight to a land rife with ancient mysteries is Justin Sanderson. Mr. Sanderson's occupation is to uncover unbiased truth. But with an hour left before certain doom...
They trying to put this plane of people to sleep? This would actually be good to play on planes like they're showing here. Just endless B-reel of Jordan Peele trying to do Rod Serling impression.
He must ask the right questions of the right people. Landing at the truth this time will require an unscheduled stopover in the Twilight Zone.
That little subtle head tilt gets me every time, man. How do we make this look like it's got just a little more gravitas? I'll tilt my head after I pause and say, the Twilight Zone. Even the music sounds terrible. I mean, the music sounds like they're really trying to go for that kind of creepy, ethereal, orchestral kind of nonsense noise that accompanied a lot of Rod Serling's intros. It's just bad. It's just horrible. Everything that they reboot becomes horrible. It is a neat intro device, just wasted on this. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, what if they put this in black and white? Would that save it? Like, if they tried to do it like a real homage and shoot it in black and white? But no, it wouldn't save it. Yeah, Peter Dinklage could do a good one. Like anybody, I think Jordan Peele could do better than this. Honestly, they were just trying too hard to make him the new Rod Serling. Why not just let him introduce these things the way that he wants to? You know what I mean? Poor use of Peele's talents indeed. A crying shame. A crying shame for sure. Yeah, he looks scared, humiliated, lost, frightened, all wrapped into one. You don't know about Dinklage? It would look funny. Why would they have to show him? I mean, that's kind of mean for you to say, but why would they have to show him? Just the voice would be cool. Yeah, it is like his first day at school. His first day at a new middle school. That's the look on his face right there. Trying to be cool, trying to be interesting. Watch I Pet Goat. It's actually scary. Okay, fair enough. I won't. The camera wouldn't show him because he'd be below the frame. Wow. Nice midget joke, bro. Nice midget joke. Well, thank you guys for chilling. This has been a fun one. It's been a real one. I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.